Nwoku to Hubbard. Passed up a three. Kugel, your turn. And a little too strong. Great box up by LSU. Well, contact absorbed by Hubbard.
Need to keep the ball out of the paint. Whether it's in the half quarter, especially in transition, just not sprinting back, building the wall. A real concern, I'm sure, for Matt McMahon in this first timeout if we ever get one.
They've been outscored 8-2. What's your point?
Well, we played a long time, haven't blown the whistle.
Collins, a one-time Kentucky player. Carter behind him. Nice high arcing like that. And the points in the paint starting to pile up. 10-4 in favor of Mississippi State.
He's a key guy off the bench for the Bulldogs, Murphy.
I see what you did there. Key shot. I like that. Carter, little finger roll. That's pretty.
He's got a lot of stuff into the 32-point lead. You're right.
Thank you. I asked you for another way to describe hair on fire. Did you just sort of do it there with rear ends on fire? Is that what you did when you said he?
Not sure. Congratulations to Chris Jans and his guys. Chris Jans was very...
A lot of arms there. Didn't get the whistle. Garcia dunks it off. Not sure that there was need for an extra pass in traffic and a turnover the fourth by Texas A&M.
Gave up a 3-foot shot to try to get a 2-foot shot.
And a big three on the other end.
Was there right from the get-go, and they got a good look.
Obaseki drives in, missed the shot. Rebound, Robert Miller.
Push it.
Taylor, Phelps, and Anderson getting set to check back in for Texas A&M. Bailey trying to split defenders. A&M's got a man down in the middle of the lane. That three from Carter is good. And
smash on the interior, but Derek Fountain does a nice job of getting back.
Williams powers his way to the bucket. Strong rebound by Gibbons. Here comes Cam Carter now. Carter hangs. And now if you're LSU, you think Coach McMahon is telling these guys when you are down over 30, and listen, I know there's plenty of time as Cam Carter.
Oh, and so that's why I say that Coach Matt McMahon wants to keep these freshmen intact. Good set.
Yep. Corner three, good by Carter.
Full deck, but this is also the Kentucky Wildcats playing fabulous basketball.
Yeah. Unfortunately for LSU, you know, this season, there's a triple. Left in the game. John Bailey. Carter, step back, got it. Woo.
Starting to
that gets things started with a throwdown. So for LSU, we will see this four-guard lineup once again. Carter leads the way, goes for 17 per game.
Back-to-back baskets for Nwoku, the transfer from Miami.
So a nice start for the sophomore. Carter throws in his second. They're all SEC teams, by the way, the top five. That makes sense this season.
And speaking of that, conference strength of schedule is a thing. It's on everybody's nitty-gritty sheet. And freshmen playing under control.
First basket of the afternoon for Murphy. He is the productive X factor off the bench for the Bulldogs. Sears picks up the dribble, and somebody's got to come bail him out here. 10 seconds to shoot. Carter has got the 9 early points. Warren trying to knock it away. This is Carter. Wow. That's a tough one.
See, the other team, Auburn, forget it. Forget it. They could lose out. They're a #1 seed. They have lapped the field in terms of a resume.
Another impressive win earlier today against Kentucky. Carter has another one that falls for the majority of this season. Another win today. They're looking for a regular season title. Carter is going to have an easy throwdown. And so where his 4 of 8 from the floor, and to Patrick Young's point, he's got 10. No other Bulldog in double figures. After the Sears miss, who wants it on the ground. Bailey comes away with it. Carter is open and cashes in.
That's play alone was only shooting 19% from deep and has really struggled in his last 3, but shot that with a lot of confidence.
So Kugel has hit a couple of threes. There's Melendez with one. Those complimentary scorers you've mentioned have made first double-digit lead of the afternoon for the Dogs. Sears improvising, looking for a cutter. This is Bailey. Back out to Carter. This is a wide open look, and Carter's not going to miss that one.
Well, LSU wants to do some switching to change up coverages on Chaz Lanier on the perimeter, but they got a little bit confused on that first possession.
Starting 5 for LSU features Curtis Gibbons at the point. Last 5 games, he's really taken great care of the basketball. Here's Cam Carter, their leading scorer, with turnaround mid-range.
Yeah, as good as you see a little bit of pressure from Tennessee. There were so few made field goals in the first half. Not many opportunities, but they want to get this tempo going up a little bit.
Into Collins, who gives it up. Freshman Victorious Miller, 6'5" freshman out of Los Angeles. Led his high school ball at Arizona Compass Prep, and now Collins. Carter has it knocked away by Meshack. 5 to shoot. Carter working on Meshack. Can't shake him. 2 to shoot. Gonna turn and heave off balance. Yeah, why not? Just as they
in their midweek game before the big time matchup on Saturday.
Nate Oates' team put up 53 in the first half. Eight-point Tennessee lead. This is an LSU team which had the lead at the half against Florida on Saturday. Carter, beautiful move, and he got it to go.
If he's off the ball, don't just let up, because he's going to move and try to get it. LSU needs him to be productive. Here he comes off a screen down low.
Taking 2 shots, and he missed them both, so he's still scoreless here in the early minutes, but he can get hot very quickly. Carter from 15.
And how can a very quiet first half, only took 1 shot, made the 3. Now he's got another bucket. Speed by Cam Carter.
Williams.
He must have got hit in the nose.
But Florida immediately answers their 5th three-pointer. Carter pulls up, hits it from 8. Dominating the paint.
And one of the things with South Carolina, consistency of what they're looking to do. I think they have to get the ball in the Colin Murray Boyles as much as they can in the paint area, let him score or pass the ball, because he's a tough out, and not go away from that and settle for 3-pointers.
Coach Lamont Paris telling us that they need him to be more assertive. The offense has to go through him. There's a late right, weaving, stop, pop, and a back iron. Bozeman Verdonk had it. He's stripped. Nice quick hands there by Cam Carter. Carter leading the way, and Carter takes it one on.
The ball in the post area and not look at the basket and make the defense have to defend that to get somebody an easier shot.
Something that Lamont Paris has talked about before. They want him to be more assertive. Open 3, nothing but the bottom of 5 down and backs per game. He's in perpetual motion, which makes him an even more difficult guy to guard.
Well, he is, and right now they're running some floppy action to get the guards to get to their spots, and that's part of going with the smaller lineup to get this move on.
There's right the motion, right on cue. Thomas Ugasuk on the steal, trying to find help, and somehow just throws it inexplicably to Jordan Sears. 3 ball from the corner. Boy, that stings. If you're Carroll. Early, the body English. He missed those first 2 shots. Then he throws the ball on an inbounds pass into the basket. It just doesn't look confident out there tonight.
No, not at all.
That man's confident. A 3. 6 points now for Pringle.
But offensive rebounding, I thought coming in, and we talked with Coach McMahon, he was worried about that hurting them, and it really hasn't hurt them today on the glass.
No, just +2 on the offensive glass. for Carolina so far. Carter, stop and pop, and a friendly shooter bounce.
For both teams as they struggle to shoot the ball in the half court, who can get out and get some easy ones?
A couple of players off the bench for LSU into the game. Givens, number 3 in the purple. That's the freshman. And then Mike Williams on the floor. Miller comes to set the screen. Carter left wide open and cashes in. Rising on the baseline. Back out to Fears with 8 to shoot. Fears tried to pass it to Godwin. Threw it away. Givens, bounce pass. Carter converts. As that's a right arm. You see the vicious swing there.
All I can think is when he extended it at the end, you know, he was going so hard for the block that maybe he pulled it out of socket a little bit.
Carter gets it.
Got a little time to shoot it. Good stroke.
The lead grows back to 7. Carter. Oh, that was a killer crossover. That's well. They're on the move. Godwin puts it up. Tapped. Who's got it? Miller takes it away. And now LSU is on the move. Carter fouls. Count it. Career day for the redshirt junior. Comes down with another board. LSU has been so hungry, desperate for a win like this. Carter for 3, puts it in. Cam. Well, Oklahoma has now stretched it back to a 2-score lead.
Again, can you make LSU run offense and not foul?
Victorious Spiller to the cutter. Carter, count it. And OU's lead back to 3. 1:45 to go in a tight one in Norman.
How are they going to guard Carter? They're going to double team him. Here we go.
Carter attacks with the left hand. He finishes. After 3 straight losses, they were trying to come home and get right. Can they close it out? Carter, step back, 3. Oh, he puts it in, and the foul. And then when do you foul? How quickly? Moore nearly gave it away. Givens has it. 14 seconds. Matt McMahon could call one instead. He says, get out of Carter's way.
Oh, no.
Carter got it! And the foul!
To see what changes after their first matchup, as Cam Carter had 27 that first time around, missing his first one. But he is not shy. Second opportunity, and he nails the 3. LSU. So no basket. Arkansas with the ball. Thero can't get the jam. And here's Carter now on the breakout. Givens the third running with him, and Carter lays it in with the left.
And that's a big in the NCAA tournament, playing really good basketball. I mean, but listen, you can go up and down throughout the entire league and pick any coach and any team who's playing well. That's just what this season in the SEC is like.
How about Bates?
7 for 9 from the field with some beautiful moves in the post.
He sets the screen there, and the 3 falls for Cam.
Particularly, there's another turnover. Jordan Sears to the rim. Couldn't stuff it. Cam Carter, though.
Very impressed with the effort of LSU.
Yeah, especially on this end of the floor, to your point. So they have held Ole Miss to 1 of 5 shooting from distance. Transition 3 for Carter.
They're proud, and they stop, and they have the poise to pivot and become a post player and find guys on the perimeter.
It's the value of getting it to that logo. And so it leads to the basket. Ole Miss was down by 8 a few moments ago, but then they hit back-to-back. Carter for 3. Oh, it's an off. Burrell takes it away. That Burrell lob. Brakefield couldn't handle it. Just too far of the pass that time. Brakefield was caught underneath the rim. So LSU dodges a bullet. So the ship is taking on water a little bit. They've got to plug up the holes. Still leading by 2.
Been really good with the turnovers here till about the last 4 minutes.
Only had 2 at the break. Givens to the corner. This is Carter. Puts it in. Big with 20. So he ties his season high.
I think in that sequence you saw maturity versus immaturity.
Yep. 3 up in the air. Carter knocks. Attacks and scores. So that erases LSU's 11-point lead for a moment there. That was the largest advantage of the night. 3:30 to go. Sears nearly trapped. This is Chest. Gives it up to Bailey. Wide open. Passes up the three. They're going to use some clock.
You can see they're going to try to double every now and then, get the ball out of the playmaker's hands, let other people hurt them. But again, when you do that, that guy comes through.
There is their prolific. Johnson cuts in the lane, gets it, quickly kicks it back out. Third shot attempted already by Shedrick.
Yeah, that's only his 11th three-point shot of the year.
You won't see Johnson pass up many opportunities like that inside the paint. There's an and one. Speaking of guys who aren't going to pass up a good shot, but better offense by the freshman.
That is next level good. Here's Mark again, just shadowing. Carter makes that, but turnover.
Yeah. Well, a little more juice in this building than is typically the case. Carter for three, and that'll fire lead for LSU. Jones hits the roller, knocked away. Gibbons got a piece of it. Lead feed to Carter. Carter, the throwdown. And they didn't get anything that sequence. That was one of the first possessions of the game. Broom, careless giveaway. Carter, a burst of speed, lays it in, and the foul. Cam, perimeter pressure that Bailey, Givens, especially that duo, are facing. It has been pretty harassing. Carter trying to break down his man. Carter, step back three. Curtis Givens, the freshman, leaves the three short. And LSU is going to get a new 30 here. Shot clock resets. This is Cam Carter. That's good.
LSU has made some three-point shots. That's their fifth in league play. They're only averaging a little more than 6.
LSU on the move again. Carter with the throw. Pettiford that time couldn't get it. Broom does. So what is it? What's it going to wind up being here? It's going to be a 20-point second half for Janai Broom.
How you do it, folks.
You can
Amori.
see the player movement, ball movement. You could see that being set up. Credit Amori. Great job of the big fella moving his feet to set up for that pick and roll lob.
Oh, that's a tough shot, but it goes down for Cam Carter. Nelson is scoreless, hasn't even got a shot off yet. Tapped around and taken by LSU. Fifth Crimson Tide turnover. Bad pass. Carter still comes up with it. Cam Carter just 2 points, make it 4 points. I feel like this final minute 40 going to be important for LSU. Not to do anything crazy here and fall behind by 6 or 8. Here's Green trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, there's another tough shot. Man, because of the long rebound, chases it down. We'll try it again. Rebound Chest, number 16. Is he on his way to a 25, 26 rebound night? There's Cam Carter slicing to the back.
Tough one-on-one play by Bailey. Physical play, too, on the offensive end.
Well, this game is getting physical. Off to Cam Carter. Cam flying down the floor, lays it up and in.
He's fat.
Oh, blocked by Chess. High pick and roll. Cam Carter hangs in the air. Oh.
And he had to take.
Collins, big screen. Back to Collins. Cam Carter, ball fake, shoots it over Nelson. Got it. Boy, he's heating up now.
Tough make for the man that is playing with a lot of motivation. Out of high school, he was a Gatorade Louisiana Player of the Year. Did not receive an offer for LSU. So he's had this one circled for a while.
Every year, probably watches the SEC basketball release show.
Waiting to get another shot. Here's Carter trying to work on Hefner. That's a tough three, but that is a dude that can make the fountain off the dribble. Kick, Taylor, no.
Building the wall on that penetration, LSU is.
Reed Arena looking for a reason to come alive. A Taylor shot from downtown would certainly do the trick. Carter for three, rips it. Second and approves.
Nice little flare screen there. Good rhythm on that jumper by Taylor.
1,800 career points. And a hard charge the other way by Cam Points. Phelps and Taylor, they're healthy. They're connected. It's going to be a problem in this loaded SEC.
Just look at the attention Sears gets there.
Yeah, look at the length and that size discrepancy. Aggies have it, LSU doesn't. Swinging it to Carter. Nothing easy for him. Garcia had it. Carter got it back, beats the shot clock, and in for Cam Carter.
Just good job getting inside the defense, finding cutters, finding guys showing up to the ball.
Coleman was the third leading scorer for the Aggies last season. He's not been
great ball fake. It's a veteran move.
And give Adu the assist on that as well.
Yeah. If you're Arkansas, this is a fine start. Could not have asked for a better one. And I'll underscore your point that there is an urgency and intensity on both ends of the floor.
Coach Cal told his team, look, you got all day to lock in and focus. He said, you go take your 2-hour nap and then come back and be ready.
So everybody knows the capabilities scoring-wise of Davis, showing it today. Thiero took it into traffic. So that's some good rim defense there by LSU. Carter around the screen. He's got Adu, takes the big man to the rim, and so Carter wrecks tap. They were down by as many as 12. Back within 5, they could get it to as few as 2 or 3. Sears looking. Carter is open, sets the feet, and nails it.
Of Arkansas.
Adu Thiero trying to get going. That's tapped back. Thiero took a lot of contact. Here comes Carter. This is Cam Carter. Collects, spins, goes up, lays it in. And LSU. Adu definitely went straight up.
Yeah, it was great defense.
Maybe a case to make left arm was coming down. However, this crew has been very consistent tonight. Carter, another. So maybe John L. Davis vindicated from a moment ago. Turnover, not anymore. Numbers here for LSU. Williams pulls it up. This is Carter. Carter with the left hand. Carter gets Wagner in the air. Carter for 3. Yeah! Whole lot of upside. Has it here. Boogie Flans missed the layup. Who wants it? Thiero had his hands on it. Instead, Damian Collins, now with a 10-rebound performance, one of his better games, gives LSU possession, protecting the 5-point lead, 2:40 to go. Cam Carter with 23. Make it 25.
A little bit of penetration. Juju Murray just gets a step in, rhythm 3.
Couple of assists early for Sean Padula. Ole Miss in front 7-0. Contested jumper there for King. Post up, had a mismatch inside. Padula kicks to the corner. Now Morrell on the drive, lost the handle. LSU trying to get something in transition. Ahead, Carter lays it in.
LSU get.
Matt McMahon, if he saw any similarities from that team that got better as the season went along and really finished strong. Said some of it's chemistry. So it's kind of learning what each other do. He's got a couple of young guys in this group that can really play.
Such a
veteran like Carter who lets it deep three fly. Trying to go entry pass to Dia and had it stolen by Sears. Dia nearly had a run through himself. It was tipped into the backcourt. Dia gave Sears a little shove across the center court line. Carter baseline jumper rattles it home. Tough got the three. Malik Dia.
Oh no! How the game has changed. 6'10", little between the legs, step back, three for the big fella. I like it.
Nice move for Cam Carter to 7%. They have hit 10 of 13 in the second half. That's 77%.
That's good.
We won a lot of games shooting 77. He has played 25 minutes tonight. Long three from Sears. Well off the mark. Kept alive by LSU. Here's Carter on the wing for three. Left alone, and he got it. Big three for Carter.
And he and Cam Carter doing a little talking back and forth. And Mizzou's opened up an 8-point lead.
And Missouri's a team that'll switch about everything. So every time Carter goes somewhere to set a screen, they're going to switch guys. And I don't think Vanderbilt pulled away in that game and won.
And LSU was down 13 at the half on Saturday at home to Vandy. As you mentioned, did come back, take a brief lead before. .14 for Tamar Bates. Now leads Mizzou in scoring tonight. And Mizzou's opened up a 22-point lead, their largest of the game.
Mark, as good a defensive effort as I've seen all year by any team.
20-point lead for Mizzou. There's a Carter three to answer. Got a stim 15. That came in the season opener for LSU against UL Monroe. Loose ball. Carter comes away with it. Spins, lays it in. So, leaping towards the backcourt. Now Perkins gets stripped by Carter. Bates trying to get back. Carter gets there first with the flood.
Today against the Commodores.
Coach are all over it. 5 of their 11 wins. They trailed at halftime. Reason to stay with us in our final 20 minutes. Rebound by Sears. Carter on the attack. Of those miscues. Difference for Mark Byington's team. First year in the SEC. Off and running in Nashville and on the road today. Second half underway. Near the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Remember, LSU has trailed 5 of their 11 wins at halftime this season. Familiar role for this program for whatever reason, and Cam Carter on cue. Below that, and here they are at 11-2. Huffman lost the handle on the way up. Carter 1-on-2 Euro. Cam Carter starting. MJ Collins a steal. Outside to Edwards, you know it's going up. 2-on-1 the other way. Here's a three by Carter. Jalen Carey inside created that extra real estate. He's got 8.
He commands his space, Carey does. A 22 in black.
His dad was an offensive tackle for the Miami Hurricanes, the Dolphins in the NFL back in the day.
He gets it from his dad? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, that's kind of a way of suggesting that. Mentioned he's got the body type of a tight end at 6'8", 245. 4 on the timer. Cam Carter. Big shot. 2 stars in the SEC. How about a dime drop? Not this time. And saved by Jai Bailey. Carter for the tie. He'll check out with 12 on the afternoon. More importantly, his health, which was in question for a moment halfway through the first half. Big Euro for Carter. Collins.
I mean, everybody for the Vanderbilt Commodores, they have the green light to pull the trigger when they get that shot. We were talking to Mark Byington about where did he get this system, and he said when he was at Georgia Southern, his center was 6'5", his point guard was 6'2", so it's like, why not let everybody play every position?
Cam Carter enters the...
Brought to you by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer. It's in the air. Tap control by the Tigers, and we are underway.
There's 2-3 zone, Chris. Like Coach McMahon said, that's what they're going to play against.
Mississippi Valley State trying to keep LSU out of the paint. Here's Cam Carter, drives right there, scoops it up with the right hand. Same way, this time, nothing but the bottom of the net, just kind of an underhanded toss underneath Corey Chest. Got the shot to go. LSU moving quickly. Carter with a three left side. Knocked out by Arthur Tate from about 12 feet out. He got the bounce, and he cuts the Tiger lead to 1, 5-4. Sears to Carter. Looking inside. Now they'll swing it back to the left wing. Jai Bailey. Now they get it to Chest. Chest. Power dribble. Spins left. Spins back right. Passes out to Carter. Three ball is good. Second header today, but double action for men and women's basketball. Monkey and women's basketball got the win early over U-Albany, a pesky team that LSU pulled away late in that second stanza. Good by Stredick.
They've gotten their last 3 shots right at the rim. They've missed 2. They kind of made that one, but LSU can't allow the ball to get there against SEC-type teams.
Yeah, Coach McMahon mentioned that's been a struggle if there's 5 on the shot clock. Driving with it. It's going to be Petro. Petro had it taken away. Fountain gets it to Gibbons. Ahead to Carter. Henry 3 for 3 to start this second half. He was scoreless in the first. Carter, head fake, drives in, layup, good! He's got 1,001 career. First 2 points of the game, that'll make it 70-24.
Nice move by young Sanders there to the rim.
Again, one of the things that will concern Coach McMahon is the ability to get that deep. This time he was able to finish. Cam Carter knows how to free for Greg Moore is good. Greg Moore gets in the scoring column, his first 3 points of the game, and that's the 3rd 3-pointer. Here's a 3, an answer by Carter from the left. Gives it back to UNO, leading 17-13. Down the middle of the lane, Jacobs, tough angled shot, won't go. Comes off the left side of the rim. Here's Cam Carter, pushing the issue for LSU. Down the floor.
Get that thing inside or drive it to the rim and get fouled.
Start the offense again on the high post to Thomas. He'll deliver the ball deep in the left corner. The 3 up and no good by Short. Sears to the rebound, throws to Miller, right corner. Trailing.
Yeah, UNO's playing really hard defensively. They're playing really good defense on our perimeter without fouling, and that's a key to any type of pressure defense.
Gibbons takes the inbounds. Back to Carter. Carter with 7 points. Trying to work on Hunter defensively. Crossover, got a step. And once again, we are tied at 38-38. 7th time this game has been tied so far today. Under 15 to go as Gibbons works it across against Jacobs. And this backcourt defensively for UNO has been tenacious.
Yeah, they've gone back man to man.
They are chest to chest out there on the ball. Here's Bailey fighting against Josh Short. Now back to Gibbons straight away. Gibbons moves to his left, works to the left shoulder, gets it back to Carter up top. 3 on the shot clock. Carter had it deflected, now throws it up with it. James White trying to direct traffic with his eyes. Now gets into the lane. Fadeaway jumper from the logo, no good. Carter with the rebound, center of the floor, moving down all the way to the rim.
It's not just the scoring and the rebounding, but he is creative in that post position. His ability to see the floor and pass is something LSU is really going to miss.
After the Sanya miss, LSU the other way. Carter bluffs the transition 3, goes up, puts it in. It's by Abramo Sanka. So Sanka goes up, wild layup, and then Fountain recovers the rebound.
Sanka is so athletic, but with his speed, burst of speed, then you've got to control that momentum.
Again, Sanka, one of the 9 newcomers. Stetson had to replace basically everyone.
Yeah, they had 5 transfers, 4 freshmen. You're reteaching everything.
A lot of production gone. Basically, all of it. Late shot clock here. Miller's one of the freshmen that come off the bench. Back to Carter. Steps back. The 3 is down. Timeout, Stetson, as did victorious Miller. You know, Matt McMahon, he's playing 3 freshmen off the bench, plus a redshirt freshman, Corey Chest, as you mentioned, in the starting lineup. Tristan Gross nails the 3. Carter quickly back the other way in transit. There is some good momentum in the right direction for this program as a whole.
And I like the setup. And he said it's kind of the football mentality.
Yeah.
He has an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, and a special teams.
Yep.
And so the strength, then his footwork. He's got terrific hands.
So that is a premier win, if you will, for South Carolina.
Tolu running the floor, clears the lane. Miller put it up. Tolu got his hands on it. And Corey Chest down with it. Quick lead feed to Carter. He goes up and throws it in.
The first person that I met when keeping talent stats before I even decided to get into commentating. That's right. He and Brad Nessler, I rode over in the limo with him. I thought I was high class, man.
That sounds high class. Talk about a duo.
His 3rd double-double of the season. He has been relentless inside and out.
2-possession lead for SMU.
Edwards, boy, nearly picked that pass off from Sears. Has it back, 15 on the timer. Collins sets the screen. Sears back out to Carter. Carter trying to improvise. Carter into the paint. Off balance. Fadeaway is pure.
He got 9 in his 3rd season overall for the Eagles. Former coach at Penn State and an assistant coach at Villanova in some of their great years. He's had a really good resume. That's in and out and back. Is up 21-12.
It's another slip now. That's 2 in the last 3 possessions for Florida Gulf Coast, slipping on the floor and losing possession.
Givens with a stutter dribble is cut off by the 2nd defender down on the baseline. This is Carter. He'll take the 3 and nails it. LSU on the move. Miller kicks left side. Bingo! A 3.
Been in these games. Just have to figure out a way to try to close some of them.
Carter with the block of the 3. Gets the tip from the teammate and lays it in.
On the draft boards by the time we get to late spring. And it all comes down to this season.
Great
Jameer
size.
Watkins, right?
Yeah, terrific size, and all efficient scorers can get themselves to the free throw line, and boy, he sure can.
How about that for efficiency? And talk today about how LSU this year, in the first half of a lot of games, hasn't come out the way that it wants to. Grown man basketball. Comes up short this time after the pump fake. Carter, a wide open pass. He is going to be an absolute beast in the ACC. Bo Bowen lost the handle. Came away. Walking backwards the other direction. And he has paid dividends tonight. Here's a steal. Cam Carter. Slams it home with an impressive performance and a comeback for LSU here at home. Carter, another jam.
These two teams combined, so that just illustrates how bad the shooting has been at times.
Yeah.
You know, one number we didn't see on our graphic, we probably should have a slugging percentage, as in baseball, because these teams have just banged into.
This time the jump came up a little short.
Carter, unguarded. And that's what happened.
Lane layup there. Nice job by Chest over the rim. There's a steal.
Carter on the move. Carter's going to take it all the way, and Carter lays it in. Shot clock at 2. Carter snares the rebound on the other side of the rim. And lays it in the
game up to this point. They've all been for LSU.
He shot 33% from the field and just 11 from the three-point line.
Cam Carter tries a 3 and connects. And a 7-0. 90 seconds to go here at the Greenbrier. LSU, once down by as many as 20, can get back within a possession here. It's Bailey working on Coleman. Sears off the hard hedge. Cam Carter has not been his day. Tough 2, puts it in. Only his. Ivy Curry matched up with Sears. Gets a step back, long 2 is off the mark. And Reed soars for the rebound. That's his second career double-double. Here comes Sears, knifing through the paint. Carter for the lead. You bet. First to respond and does. Oh, what an overtime he's put together. 17 for him. 12 after regulation. Carter, corner 3, right back at you. Carter has gotten it going. Knifes down the lane, left it short, got it back and put it in. Gotta go quick. Into the hands of Johnson. He'll hoist up a 3, left it short. Ball bounces away. Carter has it. LSU can dribble out the clock, and Carter will finish with a flourish.
Last year.
Leg it for 3. And Collins skies for the board. And here comes Gibbons. And it can drop off to Carter.
The early season tournaments, of course you want to win. You see Lowe getting to his right hand, pitching it back there to Corin. But you found out a lot about your team. Where do we have to get better? Where do we have to improve coming out of Thanksgiving to get to? And does get fouled, but that's got to be an and-1.
Each team now with 5 team fouls. Carter, and there are LSU's.
Rim is still rattling.
That's a good look to find Reese Jones all alone down there on the right-hand side. LSU lost containment. Somebody lost their man.
That's only his second bucket. Carter bumped off balance, but still away, and Jones was there to clean it up.
Yeah, that was Carter and Collins, and it literally squirted out of their hands and just popped right into his lap for the easy layup.
6 for Reese Jones. Carter for 3. He's fouled. He scores!
Jump shot when you have the lead and the clock advantage.
This is Carter. Switching dribbles, scoops it up, blocked beautifully by Jones. Oh, they're going to 13 to shoot. It's taken away. Carter with the steal.
A double Reed passes out of it, and a 3 comes from the corner. And it's long from Victorious Miller, but an offensive rebound by Reed. Carter puts up a long 2 and scores.
Yeah, the ball deserved to go in.
Started the first 2 games. C.J. Jones. Doug McDaniel got the start at that guard position tonight, and he was responsible for all their points for a while. All 17. He had 10 points and then 3 assists setting up Gassan. That's a Carter 3. And now Cam Carter like it hit the top of the backboard before going through to complete the 3-point play.
Like one of my free throw attempts. Here's the amoeba zone by Kansas State that Jerome Tang brought with him from Baylor. Got to get that ball below the free throw line extended. Get it inside those white jerseys.
Long pass, Carter 3, good.
Wow. That's a team that can lock up on the road in a tough environment in the Big 12.
Pass from Max Jones went off a teammate, and Carter finished 3 made tonight by Brendan Hawson.
Yeah, Coleman Hawkins knew exactly what he wanted to do. He turned down what looked like was going to be an automatic 2 to find the spotted up shot by Hawson. High IQ play by Coleman Hawkins.
And the crowd reacted to Hawkins like
Wait. Okay, that works. Now there's driving
play by forcing LSU into some turnovers right now.
But LSU's shooting 49% from the field for the game. K-State 33%. But only down 10. You would think with that big a discrepancy in field goal percentage, it would be larger.
Can you get it inside on the road coming out of a timeout?
Bailey. Carter's three.
Good. Big time. A big
game against UNLV. LSU trying to stretch its slender 1-point lead.
We'll see how Alabama State's stretching out that zone defense.
For three. Yes.
That's how you do it.
He's got 15 points. That thing was discombobulated from the get-go.
It's a 9-0 run for the Hornets. Meanwhile, LSU has 3 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes. Now sitting on 12 for the game.
Carter from distance. Yes. That is up for LSU.
Look at how well LSU has taken advantage of those turnovers. 22 points. Could add to it here if they get some points off of his latest turnover.
Carter. Yes. For three. No. Too strong. The loose ball rebound picked up by Sears.
Beautiful break.
To Carter for the lay-in. Look, that's still 10 with 100 seconds to go. By the way, Sears, despite handling the basketball most of the time, has only a single turnover, just one.
That's what you need. The man is handling the ball out there like that.
Carter. Yeah. Bingo! Jacob Wilson comes out of the timeout as the Warhawks break the LSU press, and he hits the 3 ball, making it a 10-6 game. LSU leading early in the first half of the season. This is Reed outside. He hands it off to Bailey. The freshman Gibbons to Carter for 3. Good, and a foul. We're missing everything from the corner. This for 3. Rattles out. It went halfway down. But Willis couldn't get it to finish. Oh, Miller had a look right in front of the basket. Kicks it out, and that'll play.
Philosophy is picking up the pace and not being afraid to shoot the 3. As you see the baseline miss, and there's a rebound from Reed. But if it's a wide open 3 and you get it in the motion of the offense, that's fine. But why shoot from outside when you're absolutely dominating in the paint?
14 points, 5 rebounds for Reed in a big first half. And there's a 3 on the money.
For the easy dunk and then his fadeaway, those have been their last 2 buckets.
Fountain takes it away. And LSU converts. With
that sets the career high for him.
18 points. He's only missed 1 shot. Carter, quick to the rim, lays it in as he drove. Bolden again comes up short. Carter moving quickly. Beats his man and lays it in. That is great.
37 minutes. They've been in single-digit turnovers.
Fountain sneaks up and knocks it out of the hands of Williams. And LSU makes them pay.